So it's been 20 years of coming out to Niagara, and I've always said I want to come down out and do like an early morning sunrise from the top of the mountains. So I'm just up here this morning, and hopefully it's going to be an absolutely beautiful sunrise. You can see right round behind me here now all the mist and the stuff rolling in through on the lowlands. I think that's down into Nagaoka there behind me. The mud pond's just down behind me, below the mountain. Pretty cool this morning, but hopefully this will be beautiful whenever it starts to come up. Managed to even talk to him to getting out of bed early. Just try not to walk too close to the edge here. Absolutely stunning up here. Absolutely stunning. Flick this round. The only thing you can hear is those crows. I'll go up here. I think you can see that the mud pond's a good bit better. Directly below us, a nice shot down into the valley. Absolutely stunning sunrise here up on the top of the mountains this morning. Nearly makes it worthwhile getting out of bed at 5 o'clock this morning for this. It's 7:30 on the Wednesday morning. We've been invited out to one of the Dainichi harvests, so it's pretty exciting to get out and see one of these harvests happening. I think it's a nisai harvest. It's not something I've ever had the luxury of visiting before, but again, Brian and Tim are both buying quite a lot of fish this year from these guys, so it'll be great to get out and see this happen. A Dainichi harvest wouldn't be complete without a Kyle. Welcome on the YouTube channel. How does it go again?
Yo, what is going on, guys?
Yeah, so a lot of stuff happening here this morning. A lot of organising going on. Who's going where and what fish are going to be going where when they come back. I presume maybe they're going to come into this fish house. Probably wrong though, but there's plenty of fish houses it could be. These ponds out the outside the fish houses, I think are probably used for fry in the spring, but Just noticed there's quite a few nisai in a lot of these ponds. I don't know whether these are fish that have gone through the auction over the last day or two, or they're just holding them until they can make space inside the fish houses. Yeah, so we're just coming into the main fish house here just for a quick walk around while the guys are getting all the trucks ready for the harvest. Just have a look around at all the big fish. Just flick it around. You could spend hours in here just sitting looking at these fish. The quality on them is unbelievable. The size, the bulk, everything. Again, the filtration system's underneath here. Very, very simple stuff. Just all the drains. There's large grates with 4 or 6 inch pipes. There's 2. Down here there's like a metal grill over the top of 2 open 4 inch or 6 inch pipes. There's one there, one here, one in where that air is, and then one just underneath the showers. So there's 8 4 inch pipes going into the ground here underneath these pallet covers, and inside that'll just be Japanese matting, oyster shells, and not a whole lot else. And then it's pumped up into these package showers. I'm not too sure what sort of media is in there. I'm not going to get up and start pulling at them, but it's probably some sort of ceramic media. It looks like bacteria house media. Very, very high flow rates, and not a lot else. And then again, this open grill at the far end is full of stand pipes, so they can purge, pull all the stand pipe here and this, and that'll flush all the water to waste. A very quick and simple way of doing the water changes. They can drop the water and refill these very quickly with the source water they have here. I'm not too sure whether they're on like city water or whether it's well water they have here, but yeah. Large pallets of salt here. Yeah, I think it's salt anyway. Yeah, salt pallet. And then these smaller ponds here, same sort of idea. The filtration, you can sort of see the grey. These grey pressure filters here and here. They're just like giant bead filters. I don't know whether it's like a glass media in it or just like a bead or something, but very high flow rates through them. And then underneath, all along here, it's just brush chambers and sumps. The same idea, they could just purge it by pulling out a 4 inch pipe, clean the ponds very quickly. Very rare you'll actually see anything more technical than this sort of setup for any ponds out here. There is a couple of breeders. At Terrazzo, we've seen them, they're running drum filters. I'm not too sure how long they've been on the systems, but Yeah, I don't know many other breeders that are using anything other than these chamber type filters with Japanese matting and oyster shells. And then maybe it'll have, at most they'll have one of these bead filters on top of the pond. That's about it. Yeah, so that's, you can just see the standpipes here. Each one of those will be coming, there's 3 ponds to my right here, each one of these pipes will be coming up from that. And they can just pull that pipe and that'll drop that water to whatever level they want. And then there's a large pipe in the centre which probably just takes it away to waste. But very simple filtration systems and it works well for them. Just arrived out here now at this mud pond. The guys are getting the nets unloaded. It's not a particularly big mud pond but looks quite deep. It'll be interesting to see how they get around this. Just flick this round. Say they'll probably be pretty quick at this. Yeah, there's no messing about, they're straight in round the pond. The difference between Dainichi and a lot of the other farms is this is like a proper, I don't know, professional setup or well-oiled machine. There's so many staff to do every specific task rather than at the smaller places like the breeders just have to do everything themselves, where these guys will have a specific job.
Oh, yeah, but we had how many bottles of soda did we have? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely no messing about with these guys. Some difference than to this to the other places, like they're just straight out of the truck, bang, go, start, straight away.
This isn't a show though. You're just doing it as in the normal day-to-day.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I say. There's, unlike other breeders, where the one guy does everything, this is their job. They know it's not like a hobby or a passion for them, it's just their day-to-day stuff. It's definitely got right and windy today, isn't it? I think there's a big storm coming in later on, so it's going to be heavy rain after lunch. Yeah, it is definitely quite a small mud pond, but it'll be interesting to see how many fish these guys actually keep in it. In a pond this size. We're expecting, if this is nisai, we're probably expecting these guys to come out at around sort of 60-65 cm. My good friend Ryan.
Probably 60-65 cm. Couple nisai, sansai.
Do you want to jump in there and show them what to do, Ryan? Give them a few instructions. Bit of coaching from the side.
Oh, rain's coming.
Yeah. It's to be an absolute downpour later. Guys just trying to get the net up and over the standpipes without losing any fish. You can see all the fish sort of gathering up on the far side there, on the far side of the bank there. I'm thinking they might actually have 2 mud ponds to do here, because I don't think there's going to be enough fish in this one pond to fill these 2 big holding tanks on the back of the truck. Just keep an eye out for any escapees. No. No. Yeah.
I'm Tim, by the way, so I'm not my name. Yeah. These guys are just never even used them. He was in guitar. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there you know that.
Yeah. Well, I tried to call him and see if I could do a car, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
But
Oh, really, really rare. How many filled up? Probably about 50. Got Larry there on point. Hello. So efficient, aren't they? They're probably really expensive as well. Yeah, Kyle, it's that pole count, maybe. Yeah. Probably the biggest fish. Got him.
Yeah, very quick and efficient at getting the nets drawn around the pond here.
That's the first time I've seen them do it in the middle.
What's that?
Net in the middle.
Yeah.
Forearm strength. Pure athlete. You think these guys know what they're doing though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For energy efficiency.
Maybe one now. I see. They were hiding. We've got fuller. We've got fuller.
Wow. I'm starting to see the fish coming up now. Just in time, the rain's just started.
2-year-old, yeah, 2-year-old, yeah. They call nisai. Okay, stop. I've heard of it. He just ruined everyone's video.
What's that?
He just walked in front of everyone's video. No, these will get, yeah, I think it's tomorrow. They're more cultural than most, you know.
Just try and zoom in a bit here. Just getting the old faithful paddling pool ready.
Where's the bathroom?
Yeah, these guys are pretty. You were told to go to the toilet before you left.
Can't go on command.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to learn,
When
Ryan.
it rains, it pours.
Yeah. Tadpoles. But yeah, the guys are pretty confident in their handling skills here that they're putting the paddling pool outside of the net. I just hope that nothing jumps back out of that paddling pool and they'll have to drag the net again.
Dainichi crab.
Shimmy.
What?
Shimmy.
I'll find some eBay. How much do you get when you use things from the US? They got to use in my garage. I bought one. Hey, mine's not fixed up.
Mark, I'm obsessed with these shells. They're great.
It'd be cool. You could do a lot with it. And it's small. You just
Yeah.
put it in. Go up to Home Depot, load it up full of shit.
Yeah, they can carry a ton. Most of them are like all-wheel drive. They're solid. They're like $15,000.
Oh, those are all giant tadpoles.
Yeah.
Put a shit in those somewhere.
These Mona Lisa's babies?
No.
Always show up. That's what it feels like about you. Not fuck around. Red dragon. Maybe red tiger.
Red tiger.
How many? None. Oh, 40. 40 fish. Did you keep on? Or only one?
何ユキ何あ、いえ、なかった。でも
Ipa ikiagi imo? Ne? We're doing one more harvest after this? No. Oh, how many? Maybe 14 pounds.
Yeah, Brad's just asked him how many mud ponds he's doing. I'm thinking it's maybe 1 or 2 mud ponds, and they just told him they're doing 14 today. Yeah. That's the scale of Dainichi for you. Yeah.
どこにあ、お
Just another normal day for these guys doing 14 mud
引き上げだ
ponds
から全部もう
harvest
取り切っちゃう
in one day. So, on your way. Did it? You can?
Yeah, I've never seen one in my life until this week.
The DJI website, you can get them
Are
on.
they like really good, or it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
new technology, or?
No, it's just handy. It's
Yeah.
they only come in this size here, but you can
Right.
buy this extra battery pack
Okay.
and stand it.
It's pretty cool. And just an SD card?
Yeah. And then you can flick this when you flick the screen this way. You can do it in
Rotates it.
portrait
Who is
or
who is
landscape.
Oya boy. Oh. Red tiger? I don't know. Oh, red tiger.
That's the koi wizard ran there with his in-depth knowledge in the bloodlines of koi. Would you like to explain a bit more about those bloodlines, Ryan? Just to give us a bit more information.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
You're all right. Other sports.
You hear that YouTube video?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Kyle's been speaking on it for the last week.
Just hold still. Just gonna grab it.
勇気で終わりか。オッケー。
Oh, yeah, check it out.
Disorient.
20-inch nisai. 20-inch.
Yeah.
2 years old now.
That's something that you'll like, Mark. That flowery.
Yeah. Get me a price. We gotta look at it later.
I just bought it.
All right. Yeah, so these guys don't mess about. It was a nisai pond harvested, pond net in, dragged around the pond, fish gathered up and into the truck in about 15 minutes. And they were just saying there, Brian was asking, was it one harvest or two harvests? And he says, no, we've 14 to do this morning. So, not like most other farms, it's just go, go, go at this time of the year for them to get as many fish back in as possible for the auctions and all the customers arriving from all over the world. I think we're going on to the next pond now. Yeah, maybe not just as good as I thought they were at harvesting, but they've actually noticed they've missed 5 fish. So they're having to drag the net again. Now we're all set to leave there.
If it happens at Dainichi, you
Yeah.
know you've got a chance, don't you?
Yeah, that's what Tim's saying. Every video he does, he's winding up Sido at the Shinto harvest, saying, oh, this wouldn't happen at a Dainichi harvest. The first one we come to, they missed 5 fish. But yeah, still very, very quick at getting round. Maybe just a bit too quick. Not letting the net weights settle in the bottom. That's us just back now at Dainichi Koi Farm after the harvest there. The trucks have just arrived with the fish coming in. We get to see these bringing them in. I think they'll bring them into the place that I videoed them the first day. They'll go through all the tanks to be photographed and selected out and graded out, and then they'll be made available for sale after that. It'll be interesting to see how quickly they get through all these. There's a few other Asian customers have arrived here to help or to try and get first pick of the selections.
I'm trying to the ball is not.
Yeah, be interesting to see what way they bring these out. You're just going through to the back here. Try not to get in the way. Getting kind of busy in here at the minute. Just keep a step back.
I don't like maritimes.
You said that last time.
I do, I've got 2 already.
You know this guy's looking a belly straight on? He sounds like this is
So So these guys are all males. And this other tank over here is all females. We're just checking them now, the sex of the fish, the male or female.
A literal bus just pulled up.
Yeah, I think it's about to get a whole lot busier here. There's a bus, literally a coach full of people coming to buy fish here. You can see them checking the pectoral fins there. Just on a male fish there'll be like a ripple effect down the side of the pectoral fin, and then they'll just try and sex them as well by stripping them to see if they get any milk on the male coys. So there's no sign of milk, and this like a rough edge or a rippled effect on the pectoral. That's maybe one he's just not 100% sure on. Or possibly it had a bit of damage or something. My money's on a female on this one. We'll see how wrong I'll be. The males and females from this farm just have such good bodies, it's no indicator as to the sex of the fish.
Where'd you get that silver? Where'd you get that?
Yes, that's a male, he's just left it out.
Maybe. Yep.
Yeah. So the longer they're taking to check them, the more likely they are to be males. What?
It doesn't even need much.
No, just a gentle pressure the whole way along. He's also checking the pectoral fins if you run down. It's not that it feels rough, it just has that wee, like a ripple effect on it. If you let the water run down the fin, you can actually see the ripple on the
Going like horizontal?
Yeah, just along the ray, all along the rays of the fin. Of it.
Like this way on the fish? Or
No, so
like
if that's the rays on the fish there, so it'll have just a very. He'll just run his finger down and he can feel the very slight ripple.
Sorry, Jim. Like, I had this water dripping right in my boot right here. My foot's soaked.
Yeah, so I mean, like if those fish are ready to start breeding, obviously the males would have the sandpapery gill plates and all the rest, but at this stage they probably don't have. You got to remember, those fish are only 18 months old.
So that's a female?
Yeah, that's a female there that he just lifted. It's one of those ones.
What's he doing over here? What's he doing over here?
Here, these.
He's like scraping it, I think.
Yeah, there's maybe like an anchor worm or something on it. Yeah, so the ones that he's taking longer to select there generally will more likely male anyway. Yeah, because obviously if they get it wrong, it's a massive difference in the value of the fish. The last thing they want to do is sell a female as a male, and vice versa, sell a male to somebody who's paid for the price of a female. See, it's not even looking at it when he's dropping it down in the water, it's the feel of the...
So like he's feeling when he's rubbing his finger down that way, he's feeling ripples.
Do you know, like, see, like the corrugated?
Yeah, that's what
So
he's feeling.
yeah.
But it's going opposite.
Yeah, it's going down the length of the ray. So if you imagine that's the ray going down, it has like wee ridges.
So he's going like this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he's feeling a ripple this
Yeah,
way.
yeah. But it's harder when they're breeding fish like this. No, these fish have big bodies, big fish. They're all similar size. The males,
Yeah,
they have the body. They have the body of a female.
Yeah.
So it is. So that's no guarantee. So, and you've got to remember to get the size of that fish there. That's only 18
Seems
months
like
old.
he's like doing it towards the base of the fin too.
Yeah. I know it's mostly up
at
at
the top.
Yeah, and then you'll.
That's good to know.
I'll probably do like 1 for 4. Longer one.
And sometimes see if you even just hold the fin.
Yeah, and
See when you lift it
barely
out. No,
going.
when you lift it up out. See under lights like that, where there's a reflection
Yeah,
off the
you can
fin,
see
off the
it.
water. You can actually see the
little-
the ripple effect as the water runs down across the fin as well. That looks like female to me, but. And then you can see nearly a ripple on that one.
Doesn't seem like they really look at the vent at all.
Find your shot.
No, you're right.
Tell me if I am.
The females have the ripple.
No, the
No, the
males
males
have
have
the
the
ripple. Yeah,
Females will just be straight.
just nice smooth. Yeah. Obviously, as the fish gets older too, the males, the leading ray on the pectoral fin as well on a male is a lot thicker and heavier, which is when they use it for when they're breeding to push against the females.
That's why sometimes I run across.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just in Dainichi's fish house now. We're selecting some nisai. I've got some in the bowl here and I've picked out one of the ones that I want myself. Really, really nice fish and it's a bit of a rare opportunity for me to get some nice nisai. Brian's bought quite a lot of fish here, so just have to give Brian a big thumbs up. Cheers. Thank you.
You're not buying the Dainichi koi, you're missing out. Go get Dainichi koi from Mark. So next year, I don't have to take like all of them back to America. You want to send half of these to Ireland.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, so pick this here. I'll flick this round and give the camera to Keith, and I'll try and hold it up to get a better view of it. Yes, it's just this one here, like a Kindai style. The sumi's not even up on it yet, so it's hard to believe these fish are all 2-year-olds. They're only just really about 18 months old. The body and that. Fantastic looking fish. It is a bit of a project fish, but the sumi's going to come in the back of the head and the nose. There's underlying sumi. I'd expect over the next year or two for that all to finish up. Just, yeah, I'll get it in a bowl here separately in a minute. It's just a bit of chaos in here now at the minute. Everybody's diving in to buy stuff, so just have to wait your turn. We'll be back in a minute with a video of it on its own. The nice nisai Dainichi Kohaku, about 60 cm is 2-year-old. I'll get an exact measurement of this in a second, but an absolutely stunning fish. That's us just finished there in Dainichi, and we're heading up now to get our lunch up in Shintaro. It's a bit of a first for me being able to buy 2-year-olds from Dainichi. It's all thanks to Brian and Tim and Koi Trips. Getting access to them at the right sort of money. Probably could have got in there before, but the prices would have just been way out of reach. Still very expensive fish, but really nice quality. Big fish too, sort of around 60-65 cm as 2-year-olds. Be great now to get them back to the shop. I'm going back possibly in a day or two, maybe looking at a couple more. So keep you posted. Thanks.